Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Today I wanted to round up some useful bits of information that surfaced over the course of the weekend from yet another retailer leak, as well as answer some of the more commonly asked questions that I've seen lately. So to make this nice and easy to digest, here are 7 things you need to know about Destiny 2. If you do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated, and be sure to comment down below if you have any questions. Now, kicking things off at number 1, the expansion pass and expansion release dates. If you guys have pre-ordered the game already, or at least visited the pre-order page, then you should have seen this. This is the image being used for the expansion pass. The first icon is of course Osiris, the second is Rasputin. If you buy either the Collector's Edition, the Limited Edition, Digital Deluxe or Standard Plus versions, then you get the pass with it. However, over the course of the weekend, this image cropped up online. Credit for this goes to Twitter user Silent Walker. This is a sheet sent out to retailers that effectively summarises what Destiny 2 has to offer, and a little bit of information on upcoming content so that if they get asked anything in store, they can then answer their consumers. If we skip to the bottom, however, you can then see a section on the expansion pass. It says, quote unquote, the Destiny 2 expansion pass includes reservations for both expansion 1 and expansion 2, which will be released in winter 2017 and spring 2018, respectively. The expansions offer brand new story missions, cooperative activities, competitive multiplayer, and a wealth of new weapons, armor, and gear. So, assuming those dates are in fact true, then it seems that we're looking at a model not too dissimilar to Year 1. Destiny 1 launched in September, then 3 months later The Dark Below came out in December, and then in May we had House of Wolves. There was of course a bit of a drought period between Dark Below and House of Wolves, so let's hope we don't get a repeat of that. But either way, following Destiny 2's launch, it's nice to know that we have a wealth of planned content to keep our adventure going. Quite how in-depth those expansions will be will of course remain to be seen, but for the time being, at least we have a stream of content to look forward to post-launch. Now moving on from there to number 2, Progress Transfer. This is something I've spoken about before, but the retailer info sheet also contains some information on this, so for any of you guys that are unsure what happens to your Destiny character, then here is your answer. First up, here is what will carry forward. The sheet says, quote unquote, when you log into Destiny 2 for the first time, you will see that your character personalization, class, race, gender, face, hair, and marking selections for all characters that have achieved level 20 and completed the Black Garden story mission will carry forward. Additionally, we plan to award veteran accounts with honours that reflect your Destiny 1 accomplishments. So to be clear, you're effectively just bringing the appearance of your Guardian over with your associated class choice, and you'll then be rewarded in some way, shape or form for your achievements in Destiny 1. No details on exactly what those are just yet, but I would imagine it would be something like an emblem, a shader, something cosmetic, effectively something that won't give you an advantage to people that are new to Destiny. Obviously, if there are any new character creation options, which I sincerely hope there are, like beards, then we'd probably be greeted with the usual character recreation options that are present in other MMO type games. You're typically given the option to change the way your character looks once before proceeding on with your adventure whenever you transfer something over. But either way, it's safe to say, character transfer is much more a sentimental thing than anything else. So for those of us that have been there since day 1 and effectively just want to say our Guardian comes with us, then you can do so. But if you are jumping into Destiny for the first time with number 2, then you won't really be missing much. However, under the won't transfer section it says, quote unquote, while your Destiny 1 era, power, possessions and Eververse related items and currency will not carry forward, they will remain accessible to you in Destiny 1. So if you ever decide to hop back into Destiny 1 post D2 launch for some reason, then you can still access all your stuff there. Bungie did of course say they intend to support Destiny 1 going forward. That doesn't mean to say they will make new content of course, but it just means they'll keep it ticking over, servers running, etc. After that, moving on to number 3, is it an expansion or a new game? This one should be pretty obvious to everyone, but just in case, you do not need the original Destiny to play Destiny 2. Unlike the previous expansions, which were exactly that, expansions, Destiny 2 is its own standalone game, independent from the original. Of course, for the upcoming Destiny 2 expansions though, you will still need the base Destiny 2 to play those, but either way, Destiny 2 and Destiny 1 are separate entities. Moving on to number 4, how do I get beta access? This one is pretty straightforward and there are actually 2 main ways. Number 1, you just wait. If you are not sure at this stage whether you want to put down money for Destiny 2, perhaps you want to try before you buy, so to speak, then there will be an open beta at some point over the summer, likely around July or August, although at this stage no dates have been confirmed. However, if you're an existing Destiny fan and you already know that you want Destiny 2, then pre-ordering will grant you early beta access. Again, no time windows have been shared just yet, but expect something like an early access alpha-like window where you play for a few days first, maybe even a week, after which the doors will then open to all for the open beta. Now linking in with the previous topic, number 5, how do I redeem my beta code? Well, there are two main ways to go about this, and it depends on where you placed your pre-order. If you pre-ordered from a store or an online retailer and were sent a physical beta code, this is a code you need to use on Bungie.net. You can't enter it on Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, or even Steam. Instead, you head over to bungie.net/redeem and you put your code in there. The nice thing about these codes, however, is that they let you pick your platform of choice. Once you've done that, you then sit tight, and nearer the time, I would imagine say a week before the beta comes out, you will then receive an actual code in your email which can be redeemed on your platform of choice. Alternatively, if you placed your pre-order digitally via Xbox Live or PlayStation Network, then you just sit tight. Once the beta client becomes available, you'll simply download it from your respective store. Easy as that. Then, moving on from there to number 6, what to expect from Destiny 2. Again, turning our attention back to the retailer info sheet, the second page actually contains a little blurb about Destiny 2. Nothing drastically different to what we've read or heard so far, but it is still interesting nonetheless. So for those of you guys interested, it reads as follows. In 2014, we launched Destiny on its voyage through our solar system. What began as a brand new adventure into a brave new world for Bungie has evolved to become a global phenomenon. From our first steps in the Cosmodrome to an age of triumph and remembrance, you have been our finest ally. Now we stand at the threshold of an entirely new journey. This year we will be introducing players to Destiny 2. Our goal is to take one of the biggest new video game franchise launches in the history of our industry and follow it up with a sequel worthy of the world we created. We're gearing up to make this the largest entertainment launch of the year. To achieve this success, we'll need your help. Of course, this is directed at GameStop employees. Destiny 2 is a new beginning. Everything about the game that has entertained millions of players will be bigger and better. Returning players will find a world that leads them faster into the action and equips them with awesome rewards. New players will have an easier time discovering the fun that has made Destiny a legendary game and making the friends that will keep them rooted in the finest community in gaming. More than ever, this will be a game where friendships are made. We're telling a new story about the Guardians and their battle to defend their home. Favourite characters are set to return, and players will meet new heroes on their voyage. The action will explode across a cinematic campaign that will lead players to new worlds and back home again. All year long, we'll be revealing new threats, new places to explore, and new ways for Guardians to fight. Our first destination will be our own event dedicated to Destiny, where we'll unveil our bold plans for the future. We can't wait to share details with our community and begin a conversation that will welcome new players to join them. As always, players who pre-order Destiny will be rewarded. A figure of Cade 6, everyone's favourite hunter, will stand proudly on the shelves of our players. A pre-order for Destiny 2 will also grant players access to the beta, yada yada yada. We have already spoken about that. So, that is effectively a quick synopsis to give people an idea as to what both returning players and new players will have. Obviously, it is still a little bit vague because at this stage they're not ready to talk about all the specifics, but it is still exciting nonetheless. The fact that they talk about new ways to fight, hopefully that hints at, of course, new abilities, maybe new subclasses, who knows, everything is going to change in Destiny 2, so right now everything is up in the air. And then finally, in at number 7, game size. For those of you that want to know this in advance, according to the official game blurb, Destiny 2 will require a quote-unquote minimum of 68GB hard drive storage space. That is about 12.5% more than the entire Destiny 1 collection that comes in at 60GB. So hopefully, the fact that the base game is bigger than the entirety of the Destiny 1 collection means we should have a good deal of content to play with. Although, to manage expectations, file size does not always directly correlate to tangible content. I mean, No Man's Sky and its infinite universe had a tiny file size, so don't read too much into the numbers, but if you want to know how much hard drive space you're going to need to free up, then that is your answer. And that, my friends, is pretty much it. Those are all the recent bits of information that have surfaced online and answers to some of the burning questions I've been seeing a lot as well. If you have any other questions, by all means drop them down below. And also, if you guys missed my video that I uploaded yesterday, then I put out a new Destiny Index video, but this is a Destiny 2 special where I spoke about the story that we know right now and look back at some of the kind of relevant grimoire relating to, say, the Cabal and anything else kind of tied to that to effectively tell us what got us to the moment we're at now, what sort of led to the events of the Destiny 2 trailer. So I'll link that down below if you guys want to check it out. Also, as a final reminder, tomorrow is of course the next raid. Vault of Glass enters the challenge mode, so I'll be diving straight into that at reset. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll be live streaming it and then I'll follow up with some videos later on in the afternoon. Anyway, thanks for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.